Namaskara, everyone, and welcome. Broadcasting to you straight from the buzzing heart of a Bangalore tech startup, I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide today. Okay, let's jump right into this explainer, because today we are unlocking the absolute holy grail of the AI age. We're not just talking about which AI tools to use, we are entering the ultimate masterclass on mastering prompt engineering. If you've ever felt like you're just tossing wishes into a digital wishing well and, crossing your fingers for the best, you are exactly in the right place. We're going to learn how to take those vague wishes and turn them into precise, absolute magic.
So, here's the million-rupee question. Why do some people get mind-blowing magic from AI while others just get, boring generic mediocrity? I totally get the frustration. You type in a request and what comes back reads like a bland corporate manual. Yawn. But here is the secret. AI isn't just a smarter search engine where you punch in a keyword and hit enter. It's a genius collaborator. But listen, even a genius needs direction. Imagine walking into a master chef's kitchen and just demanding, "Make me food." I mean, you'll get something edible, sure. But if you give them a precise, thoughtful brief, you get an absolute masterpiece. AI works exactly the same way.
All right, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The prompt skeleton. 2. The art of iteration. 3. Managing AI memory. 4. Universal prompt formulas. 5. Avoiding common AI mistakes. And 6. We'll wrap up with a solid conclusion. By the end of this, I promise you'll have plug-and-play formulas to completely transform your workflow. Let's go. Section 1. The prompt skeleton. We are building the foundation of a perfect prompt.
You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, right? Well, a great prompt is exactly that. A structural blueprint. Think about a super basic prompt like, "Give me feedback on my fitness app pitch." The AI doesn't know if it should be your encouraging best friend or your tough love critic. Now flip that into something like this. "You are a seasoned venture capitalist. Review my fitness app pitch. Be brutally honest." Wow. Night and day. You've just assigned a specific role and context. By doing this, you're basically telling the AI to put on a shark suit. Instantly, it starts talking about return on investment, competitive modes, and market differentiation. It completely rewires the AI's mindset.
So how do we actually build this skeleton? There are 7 core components you gotta nail. First, assign a clear role. Next, provide rich context. Think like a detective describing a scene, give it the juicy details. Then, state your task with a punchy action verb like diagnose or generate. After that, you've got to define the format, length, tone, and audience. And please pay attention to this next one. Include constraints. Tell the AI, do not use the words revolutionary or game-changing. Constraints actually force the AI out of its lazy habits and into high creativity. Finally, request step-by-step reasoning so you know it's thinking clearly, and always ask for alternatives and multiple drafts.
Moving right along to Section 2, the art of iteration. This is where we turn a single prompt into a real conversation.
Okay, this is one of my absolute favorite ways to think about AI. Iteration is like swapping a telescope for a microscope. Imagine we're building a marketing campaign for a gorgeous new coffee brand sourcing beans from South India. You start broad, looking through the telescope. Give me 5 creative marketing angles. You're scanning the whole sky. Then you spot the brightest star, say, telling the story of the local farmers. Now, you grab the microscope, you zoom way in and say, expand on this farmer storytelling angle and write 3 specific social media captions. Broad first, then narrow.
The real secret here is treating this like a creative assembly line. Think of it like a strict timeline. At minute 1, you don't just demand a finished essay. No way! You ask the AI to brainstorm 20 raw ideas. By minute 5, you pick the best one and ask it for an outline. At minute 10, you say, okay, write the full draft based on that exact outline. And by minute 15, you step in as the editor and ask the AI to polish the language. Chaining small, manageable tasks like this, it produces vastly superior results compared to asking for the whole shebang right up front.
Section 3, Managing AI Memory. Let's talk about navigating those tricky context window limits. Look, we have to treat AI as having a very specific, somewhat limited short-term memory. If you just dump a massive document into the chat, it's going to forget half of it. To solve this, we use a highly effective technique. Step 1, split that long document into smaller, bite-sized sections. Step 2, feed the AI one section at a time and ask it to summarize just that specific part. Step 3, once you have all your mini summaries, you feed them all back in and ask the AI to recombine them for a complete global view. You are essentially outsourcing the memory problem right back to the AI. It's a flawless way to build a bird's-eye view.
All right, Section 4, Universal Prompt Formulas. These are your plug-and-play templates for literally any platform. Keep these 4 powerhouse formulas in your back pocket. We've got the expert for when you need specialized, high-level advice. Then there's Act As If, which is incredible for role-play, like having the AI act as a neutral mediator in a tense business dispute. Then, oh, my absolute favorite, the Teach Me formula. You tell the AI, explain this concept as if I'm a beginner, and then give me an advanced summary. Guys, it literally takes you from a kindergarten understanding to a PhD level in seconds. It's wild. And finally, the pros and cons formula is your ultimate workhorse for complex decision-making.
But hey, remember this. Specifying exactly how the information is delivered is just as crucial as what is delivered. Here are the best formats you should be demanding. Need an action plan? Ask for a bulleted checklist. A sequential process? Ordered list. Prepping for a tough client call? Have the AI write out a full dialogue script. You can even ask it to generate a mind map using text indentation. Control the format, and you completely control how useful that output is going to be for you.
Let's shift gears a bit for Section 5, Avoiding Common AI Mistakes. Time to navigate the landmines of prompt engineering.
The silent killer of good AI results? Vagueness. It's the worst. If you tell an AI to write about climate change, you're going to get a dry, generic snooze fest of a Wikipedia article. You have to be painfully specific. Try this instead. Explain the greenhouse effect to a teenager using a tandoor oven analogy, focusing on how the heat gets trapped inside. Boom! Suddenly the AI gives you this rich, engaging, culturally relatable piece of content. Specificity is literally your superpower here.
To keep things running smoothly, avoid these major pitfalls. First, don't overload it. Keep it to one core objective per prompt. Don't ask for a blog, an email script, and an image prompt all at once. Second, never assume knowledge. AIs can suffer from hallucinations, where they just confidently invent fake facts. It happens. So explicitly instruct the AI to double-check its facts and admit when it's guessing. Third, don't ignore tone. Always tell it the emotional impact you want to land. And finally, don't stop early. Exploit those follow-up questions to really refine your draft. Let's bring all this magic together with a real-world transformation. Take a fast food-style prompt like, write a product description for a sustainable sneaker. Weak, vague, boring. But with a few tweaks, we get a Michelin star masterpiece. You are a startup copywriter. The product is the Eco Strider made from recycled ocean plastics. Target audience, millennials. Tone, aspirational. Provide 3 options. Do you see that? By simply applying our prompt skeleton, you go from a clunky robot response to incredibly compelling, high-converting copy.
And that brings us to Section 6, Conclusion. Let's do a quick AI Masterclass recap.
If you take away just one thing today, let it be this. Mastering AI isn't really about being super technical. It's profoundly about mastering clear, structured communication. Let's lock in these key takeaways. 1. Treat AI as a genius collaborator, not a simple search engine. 2. Always build your prompt skeleton, role, context, action, and constraints. 3. Iterate. Start broad, chain your tasks, and refine. 4. Manage that memory by splitting up and summarizing long texts. 5. Deploy universal formulas like teach me to learn anything fast. And finally, avoid vagueness at all costs and demand step-by-step reasoning.
And there you have it, the absolute fundamentals of prompt engineering. I really hope you are walking away from this explainer feeling totally empowered to take charge of your AI tools. If you found this video valuable, please go ahead and like it. Make sure to subscribe to AI Insights Nexus, and hey, don't forget to press that bell icon so you receive notifications whenever new videos are published on AI Insights Nexus. But right before you go, I want to leave you with this provocative little thought. Now that you actually know how to talk to a digital genius, what is the very first impossible problem you are going to ask it to solve for you today? Keep experimenting, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next AI video.